Now let's get back to our conversation with Queen Afua.
And we were just talking about your brand new book that you're working on. You're working on something special here for men. Can you tell us what the title of that is again?
Well, it's actually, it's being born. It's in its process.
Okay.
Actually, I'm carrying it. It's not born yet, I'm carrying it. Because, you know, my intention was always working with the family.
Yes.
And the women are the ones who come out for the healing, though.
Right.
So I've taught the women, okay, these are things you can do for your mates, for your children, for the elderly, for the community at large. But now the time has come for me to write a book, just a guide to encourage the men, to inspire the men to heal themselves. And I always felt, well, when the men would ask me, they would say, well, Queen, you know, write the book. I said, but I believe that the men are to teach the men.
Right.
But I'm a mother, and I have brave sons.
Yes.
And I believe that I have something that I can give, my portion, which is holistic healing. I can encourage the men, because men are suffering just like the women. The men are suffering from impotency. They're suffering from diabetes. They're suffering from broken hearts. They're suffering from depression.
Right.
And so there's plants, there's foods, there's juices, there's herbs, there's prayers, there's baths. There's so many ways in which to overcome. And so many of our men, they die early. They leave us 40 and 50 years old. And so families are left without our men. And I would say that this book will help to shore up our community and help to stabilize our families.
No, I agree. And as we look here at two of your earlier books, Heal Thyself and The City of Wellness, I mean, I think these are great ways for our community to understand ourselves, really. And they give us this legacy that you're giving now, the continuity. And we're going to bring out your other book in a little while. But I think that here is an example of taking health and wellness into our own hands.
Yes.
And I think that's the key, right? That you've shown us ways to think about how we control and influence our own lives. And not only our own lives, but the lives in our community, right? Because the two go together.
Absolutely. Well, heal thyself is even an affirmation. Just to say, once you pick up the book, you actually already thought about, maybe I can heal myself.
Right.
Maybe I can help myself. Now, if one is seeing a physician, continue seeing a physician. But actually, you could be co-pilots.
Right,
and you can say, well, I'll take these various foods and juices and herbs, and I'll start to heal myself and flush out the sickness and rejuvenate my tissues and cells. And after a month, go back to your physician and say, wait, we can cut back on that medication. We see there's an improvement. So you don't have to just do it blindly and cause the body to go into shock and trauma. And because if you've been on medication for 10, 20 years, it's going to take a minute to make a shift.
Right.
And so you get principles on how to take that on. And then the city of wellness. You know, if a city is impoverished, if a city is in a state of stress, anxiety, suffering, then that's the city that's sick. The city needs wellness.
So the city in this case means what then?
The person.
Ah.
If you heal the person, you heal the city.
Okay.
One person at a time builds a new city.
Okay.
So I'm saying that there's a city of wellness. If you start to heal, that means your family can heal. And just like disease can spread, wellness can also spread. And so we do it through food as medicine, and I give over 250 recipes to begin to cleanse the household. And I said the kitchen is your first line of defense to restore the house, and that's your nutrition kitchen pharmacy.
Okay.
Go inside that kitchen and make juice to begin to heal the bones and joints. For example, if someone had arthritis in the family, by the time you're 35 years old, the pains start to kick in the knees.
Right.
So if you can make half a cup of turnip juice and then a fourth cup of broccoli juice to boost the immune system up, you'll start to feel the body restore itself simply by taking vegetable juice. Absolutely.
Okay. Give us one other little quick secret. If we had one other thing that was ailing us, say for instance, a common thing in our community is high blood pressure.
High blood pressure.
Hypertension.
Well, we all know about the garlic. You could put that into your vegetable soup, garlic or leeks or scallions, and that helps to lower the blood pressure. And matter of fact, once the soup is almost done, the bean soup, the lentil soup, the vegetable soup, don't even cook it. Chop it up really small and let it steep. It becomes like a tea, and it's more activated to bring the pressure down.
Okay.
And then maybe then pressure is also connected to the colon. So flush the colon, add some flaxseed to your salads or your flaxseed oil, and it will help to lubricate the colon so some of the congestion will leave the body as well.
Okay, that's wonderful. See, I'm glad you're saying these things because, you know, we need to really think outside the box.
Yes.
And we need to really think how we can do things to heal ourselves, but know that it's not so complex that have to dig somewhere and do something that people are completely resistant to.
Yes.
If we know that it's in our grasp,
Yes, absolutely.
and that it's a matter of changing our mindset, then we can do it.
Well, that's why that said, to heal thyself is a constant affirmation. Every day you have to wake up again and say, I can heal myself again.
Yes, yes.
I can heal and sometimes we'll fall off. I mean, we survived the holidays. Everyone kind of became food addicts and,
Right.
and fell off and under pressure and the stress and the cold weather. So now we can realign this coming in this year. And then I have helpers. I have nature supporters. I teach you about lifestyle development, but I also have formulas to help to support you.
Okay.
One of which is my green rejuvenation formula, my Green Life nutritional formula. You would take that. So if you're tired, if you're fatigued, if you find yourself having poor memory, the body just needs nutrition. Most disease is two things. One is malnourishment, so the body needs nourishment. And one is the body is filled with toxicity, fast foods, processed foods, microwave foods, late night eating, eating under stress, eating on the run, all of this. Whether you're a college student or you have a 9-to-5 job and you have your family, everyone needs to be rejuvenated.
I think I snuck a bottle of your special mixtures here, and I think these are this is the Master Herbal Formula 2. Now, what's the difference between Formula 1 and Formula 2?
Actually, it's a marriage made in heaven.
Well, marriages are good.
Yeah, very good. Well, the Green Life Formula is the builder.
Okay.
That gives you the nutrition, that gives you the vitality and the clarity. It's made of spirulina, it's made of wheatgrass, and those are foods from the plants, from the ocean. And then the Master Herbal Formula, those are 13 herbs to actually detox the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, the gallbladder, the spleen. So you get a chance to clear the house. Looking at the house as a body temple, you begin a chance to clean the house out so the house can now be rejuvenated by the Green Life Formula. And so that for those who are feeling aged and tired and worn, no matter what your age, you can have vitality all your life.
Correct.
So those two formulas work in conjunction.
Good, good. Well, see, I'm glad that you think about this, and one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is how you look at these things holistically. That is that also, you know, we look at this in terms of how we engage in this as a business, because it's not just being healthy, but I think I wanted to ask you a question about how long have you been engaged in this process of health and wellness as part of your business?
Well, I officially opened my business 29 years ago as Heal Thyself, and then it grew to the Queen of Full Wellness Institute, where I did workshops and seminars and classes. Right now I'm doing a green practitioner training and a holistic medicine woman training.
Good. Well, I'm going to stop you there. Now, we're going to be right back, and we're going to find out some more great details about Queen Afua's wonderful formulas and her other books. Stay tuned to The Pulse.
I always pay more than the minimum balance on my credit card.
I just opened an education IRA for my kids.
I never invest more money than I can lose.
How are you saving for your future? Find out more great ways to save for your future and choose to save.
Alzheimer's disease, if left unchecked, will strike millions, including baby boomers, their children, and grandchildren in the coming years. As a scientist studying Alzheimer's disease for the American Health Assistance Foundation, I'm well aware that continued research is our only hope for finding a cure. Call 1-800-437-2423 or visit ahaf.org for free publications on Alzheimer's. Learn what you can do to help battle this deadly disease.